We're getting the first look at those 8 teens accused of beating a fellow student unconscious as they go before a judge. The video of the incident shows a cheerleader and her friends punching, hitting, and beating the victim, I should say. Again, we're talking about 6 girls here. Look at her trying to shield her face, and 2 boys. We just got this video in, and of course, NBC's Mark Potter is there on the scene. And Mark, walk us through what we're seeing here.
Well, Nora, what we are saying is that one by one, each of these defendants is coming before a camera at the jail in Polk County, Florida, to hear the conditions set by a judge for their release on bond. The judge is in another building. This is all being done through a closed-circuit camera loop. And each of these teenagers is being told that they can get out on bond if they meet certain conditions. First of all, a monetary bond of at least $30,000, and then some very strict conditions that they have to meet in order to get out. Among them, they will each be under house arrest, in effect. They will have to be available at home to be called every day by pretrial services to confirm that they are there. They must not at all contact the victim, her family, or go near her house. They must not have any contact with each other. They will not be returning to their high school, or will be allowed to go to any of the functions at that high school. An alternative form of education will be arranged for them by the school board. Their access to the internet is also restricted. Chat rooms in particular. The judge mentioned MySpace and YouTube. They will not be able to do that. So they are now facing not only some very serious adult charges of kidnapping, battery, and in the case of 3 of the teens, witness tampering. They're also facing some very strict conditions that they will have to meet in order to stay out of jail.
Mark, I understand that these teenagers, because of this beating, they could face life in prison. Is that right?
Technically, that's correct. The kidnapping, and I underscore the word technically, and I'll explain that. The kidnapping charge, if there is a conviction, could lead to a life prison term. And to complete that, the witness tampering could lead up to a 5-year prison term, battery up to 1 year in the county jail. That's a misdemeanor. The other 2 are felonies. But nobody really expects that that sort of life sentence would be implemented in this case. In fact, many lawyers are suggesting, no one knows, but they are suggesting that it's unlikely that this will even go to trial, that somewhere down the line everybody will get together and they will work out some sort of agreement. Now, this will not be a slap on the wrist agreement, according to these analysts. This could be quite serious, and it could involve some sort of incarceration, either in a youth facility or in the youth wing of an adult facility, and it could involve a number of years. But again, unlikely that we're going to see anything resembling a life prison term.
All right, Mark Potter, they're following, of course, these 6 teenage girls accused of beating up another cheerleader appearing before a judge today. Thank you, Mark.